Stephen, who sent me the Bachmann WD austerity that I did a series on a wee while ago, has sent me this Bachmann 56XX locomotive in a similar state of disassembly. Righto then, here we go. That runs fine. I'm not sure where this goes. I think that's stripped. Don't want baking powder getting into the motor. Hi again, folks. How are you all doing? Welcome to part 2 of getting Stephen's Bachmann class 56XX back together. In part 1, checked everything over, had a wee bit of a trial run just to see how it all went back together, and there was a stripped hole here for a screw, which I think may have been causing a problem, but having a think about this since the last video, I don't know, until I get this back together and see if it runs or not, I'm not entirely sure, because I think one screw probably held that in securely enough, so I'm not quite sure why one strip screw would cause that to move about. So there's maybe been another issue, and until we get the wheels in place, don't really know. But I think it'd be a good idea to put the wheels in with the motor out and check the movement, just to see if there's any issue there. So we'll do that, but before doing anything else, I need to get these wires soldered to these pickups, which is not something I like doing, because these pickups are riveted onto the plastic underframe here. So yeah, it's not good, but we need to strip these wires and get them soldered. I think looking at this after the last video, these wires go down the back there. That's how they're routed. We'll strip these wires a wee bit. It's a terrible day outside. It's dark and thundery and wet and windy. Probably can't hear it, but there's thunder there just now. I love a good thunderstorm. Not had one in years. Righty-ho. So it's going to go that way. So that one was to solder onto there and that one onto there. I'm kind of hoping this will be the second and last video. We'll get it all done today, but we'll see how we get on. I'll need to take the dogs out shortly. But barring any weird issues, this should be straightforward. Just a case of getting it all back together. Right. Bit of solder. And the secret to this is to do it as quickly as you can, but it's never easy. Hang on a minute. Bend that. It's never easy when you're soldering something that's mounted on plastic. There we go. So we can let's just tip everything out, and we're looking for these little things. We'll put a wee bit of grease on these, I think. It's in there. That one goes in there. Right, so that wants to go that way round. Get some oil into them. And that wants to pop in there. Seems very loose, this. But we'll see how it goes. Right, okay. Oh, that's come off. Here we go. Right, we'll solder it again. Right, so this wants to go on like that. The wires up the back there. Right, let's see if this movement's okay. Let's get that out the rod. So that's fine. Right, so I need to open up this little hole that was stripped. Put a tiny wee drill through it. Just want to gently drill this out. That should do it. Should be enough for the screw to bite. But we'll check it. So that goes in there. Right. Oh, you idiot. I can't believe I've done that. Fitted the underframe, but I've got to screw the motor in before fitting the underframe. But yeah, okay. Shouldn't have screwed it down. Not thinking properly there. Right. Lift this off again. And then fit that. There. And that should now hopefully screw in. Cramp in my hand. Right, that motor mount is now nice and secure. So let's just pop the motor in. It's going to have to go that way, I think. That's fine. I've got to solder these wires to that, but let's get this assembled again. So I've got to solder these wires to the holes on this little PCB here. I'll need to get the solder out of there. You know, there should be two little holes there. Not much success again, that solder out. Nah, I need to get some of that solder braid stuff, I think. We'll just drill it out. Because it just makes it easier to solder the wires. Sure, there'll be a few people horrified at that, drilling through a little PCB. That'll be fine. Strip these wires a wee bit. Stick that one down that hole. Stick that wire down that hole. And that. Down that hole, which is why I was so keen to get these holes opened up. It just makes the job of attaching the wires much easier. Solder on there. And solder on there. And that should, in theory, now run. Put this on there. Is it going to go? Oh, it's very slow, and that motor's smoking. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Is this the problem that Stephen was encountering? I'm going to go and put this on the layout and see what kind of amps it's pulling. Yeah, it's whacking out a load of amps. So something's not right. Is the motor a goner? It seemed fine to me. You know, I tested it on the battery, it span fine, nice and quiet, no issues. Turn the power on. Nah, it's smoking. I think this needs a new motor. Oh, jings. So I'd hoped that this would just be a two-part video, but we're going to have to go into part 3. We'll need to get the motor ordered up if Stephen's in agreement. I think that's been the problem all along that Stephen had with this, was that, you know, as he said, the motor seemed to run fine when it was out the locomotive, but once it's in, as soon as it's under the load of actually driving the locomotive, it's frying tonight. But a new motor will sort it. Okay, so looking at the service sheet, there's the motor there. The part number is 075007. So let's go to the Bachmann website. We want to go to branch line 00, steam locomotives. Looking for 56XX. There we are, 56XX062. Click on that. Come on. Here we go. So we're looking for our motor. Here we go. So it's now number 32075, but it says our old part number 075007. So that's it. And it comes with capacitors or without capacitors. Well, the one in the model doesn't have capacitors, so we'll choose this one. £17, and there'll be £5 postage on top of that. Add to cart. Go to checkout. So it's £22 in total, and they don't do PayPal, which is really annoying. So there we go, order complete. Just have to wait on it now. Bachmann post everything second class, so it'll be towards the end of the week before that appears. So I'll see you then. Catch us later, folks.